Listen, man, no one's gonna tell you this, but I will. She won't miss you because you begged. She won't miss you because you stayed available. She won't miss you because you reminded her every day how much you cared. Women don't miss presence, they miss absence. They don't miss words, they miss silence. They don't miss attention, they miss the loss of it. And the sooner you understand this brutal law of human psychology, the sooner you'll stop chasing and start drawing her back toward you. You're here because she's slipping away. Maybe she already walked. Maybe she's pretending she doesn't care, acting cold, showing you she's strong, independent, unbothered. But listen carefully. The more she insists she doesn't need you, the more cracks she hides beneath that mask. And your power doesn't come from proving her wrong. It comes from controlling yourself so deeply that her own psychology turns against her until she starts to feel the empty space you left behind. The truth is, you can't make someone miss you if you've never given them space to feel the weight of your absence. Most guys fail right here. The moment she pulls away, they panic. They call more, text more, show up uninvited. They think persistence proves love, but all it does is confirm weakness. When you flood her with presence, there's nothing for her to miss. It's like pouring water into a cup that's already full. It spills out, wasted. Attention works the same way. She can't crave what she's drowning in. She can't miss what never leaves. That's why she doesn't feel it yet, because you won't allow her to. Every text you send too soon, every late night message, every just checking in keeps her immune system strong against longing. She scrolls past your words like white noise. You think you're proving devotion, but in reality, you're killing mystery. The seed of missing someone is planted in silence. It grows in uncertainty. It feeds on imagination. If you're always showing her your cards, always reminding her you're there, she never has a reason to wonder about you, and without wondering, she cannot miss. Now comes the hardest part. To make her miss you, you must dissolve into absence without bitterness. Most men get this wrong. They vanish with anger, slam doors, block her, post passive-aggressive quotes online. That's not absence, that's drama. It tells her you're still emotionally enslaved. She won't miss you, she'll feel relieved you're gone. The other mistake is subtler. You tell yourself you're done, but you keep orbiting. You say you won't text first, but you like her stories. You say you're moving on, but you answer every late night call. That's not absence either. That's waiting in the hallway with the lights off. She can feel when you're still circling her world. She won't miss you because she knows you never really left. What she truly feels the moment you master detachment is the drop. The silence that used to be filled with your pursuit now echoes. At first, she'll act like it doesn't matter. She'll distract herself. She'll pretend to be busy. She'll even post things to provoke you. But the longer you refuse to chase, the louder the silence grows inside her. The mind hates unanswered questions, and a woman's mind, especially after she's grown used to your attention, will begin to replay everything. Where did you go? Why aren't you reaching out? Was I not worth it? Did he find better? That storm begins not because you chased, but because you didn't. And here's the paradox. You don't make her miss you by focusing on her. You make her miss you by focusing on yourself. By cutting off the endless supply of validation, you give her brain no choice but to search for it elsewhere. And when she doesn't find it, she begins to circle back to the source, you. That's the psychology of scarcity. When something is everywhere, it loses value. When something disappears, it becomes priceless. But this requires discipline, because during the silence, you'll feel the pull to break it. You'll feel the urge to remind her you exist. That's where most men collapse. They can't handle their own loneliness long enough to make her feel hers. They cave, they reach out, and the cycle resets. The truth is simple. The man who can master his own solitude controls the relationship. The man who can sit with silence longer than she can forces her to hear echoes she was trying to avoid. That's the test. That's the battlefield. You're not punishing her by pulling back. You're protecting yourself. You're giving her the chance to realize what your presence really meant. You're turning the mirror around. Because if she truly didn't care, your silence wouldn't sting. But if there was something real, even just a spark, She will feel the absence of your voice more than she ever admitted while you were there. That's when missing begins. Not when you chase, not when you explain, but when you withdraw with calmness. And here's the brutal truth. Missing you doesn't happen because she suddenly values you more. It happens because her mind starts to play tricks on her. It paints memories in brighter colors than they really were. It romanticizes moments she took for granted. It exaggerates what was lost. Memory is selective, man. When you're gone, her mind won't play the arguments on loop. It'll replay the laughter. It won't recall your flaws. It'll recall the feeling of being wanted. She'll remember what fed her ego, and now that it's gone, she'll start to crave it. That's not manipulation, that's psychology. But understand this too, making her miss you isn't the same as making her return. Sometimes she'll miss you but stay gone out of pride. Sometimes she'll miss you but distract herself with someone else. That's not your concern, because the point isn't to get her back. The point is to free yourself from the addiction of chasing someone who undervalued you. When you master detachment, when you let her miss you without trying to control the outcome, you win regardless. Either she comes back on her own, or she stays gone. And in both cases, you remain a man who didn't break his frame. So don't do this to trick her. Do it to transform yourself. Stop begging for crumbs. Stop teaching her that you'll be there no matter how little she gives. Let her feel what it means to lose the attention of a man who could have drowned her in it but chose not to. That's strength. That's power. That's how you make her miss you, even when she pretends she doesn't care. Remember this, longing is born in silence, respect is born in distance, desire is reborn when mystery returns. If you can master those three, you won't just make her miss you, you'll make her question why she ever thought she could live without you. A man who knows how to withdraw without anger, who knows how to stay still when his instincts scream to reach out, becomes unforgettable. Because in a world where everyone is begging for attention, your silence becomes a weapon, your distance becomes a mirror, and your absence becomes the loudest presence in her life. And that's the kind of man she never forgets. Not the one who begged, not the one who folded at the first sign of resistance, but the one who held his frame when it was hardest, the one who let her feel the cold of his absence after she had warmed herself on his presence. That man becomes a ghost in her thoughts, a whisper she hears when the noise of the world fades. So hold your ground, keep your silence, rebuild yourself in the meantime, pour into your strength, your discipline, your mission, because while she's scrolling, distracting, pretending, you're sharpening yourself into a man who doesn't need to be missed to be valuable. And if she feels that silence, it will strike her deeper than any words could. And if she doesn't, then you've lost nothing because you've gained yourself. That's how you win without chasing. That's how you turn detachment into power. That's how you make her miss you, even if she pretends not to. Stay sharp, stay calm, and stay untouchable. And when you're ready, the next video will show you how to take that same power and use it to build connections no one can walk away from.